and welcome back to my channel. My name's Karen Marie and today I'm doing a Friday Sews video for you. And today is actually Friday and I'm working half day today, which is fantastic because the weather outside is glorious. And even though I have quite a few things to show you and talk to you about, I am trying to keep this quite short and sweet because I want to be outside. I actually did try to film this outside, but it's just too bright and I kept squinting in all the shots, so I gave up. But yeah, before I start, I'll tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top. This is, I think, maybe the first or second I ever made, and I've worn it lots. It's quite old now, and I've made, I don't know, 5 or 6 altogether, I think, at least. This is in a viscose crepe, very lightweight, that I got from Selfmade, and they actually still have that fabric. And the reason I know that is because I went to Selfmade in Oslo on Wednesday. So yeah, if you fancy making yourself something out of this, you can still order it online. So I'll stand up and let you have a look at it. I'm wearing it with a pair of really old ready-to-wear shorts, and yeah, really like this one. I did lengthen the sleeves a little bit on this one because I don't really fancy things that cut me off on the upper arm, so, or sort of in the middle of my upper arm. So yeah. However, let's get started. I've been quite busy this week and the weather has been so lovely. So I haven't really sewn that much, but I have made a few things and I'll show you them quickly at the end of this video. I'm not going to go into too much detail because you know, we only have a week left of May, which is insane. It's gone by so quickly. And then I'll be making a May Makes video where I'll show you everything in more detail, but I'll give you a quick glance at them afterwards. So I'll put in chapters and everything, so feel free to, sorry, itchy nose, to skip back and forth, or stay for the entire thing if that's something you would like to. So yeah, okay. I have received some happy mail this week and I'll show you those in a little while. And I did buy some fabric when I went to Oslo on Wednesday. So my elder sister, she bought tickets for Sarah Millican, who is a stand-up comedian. She's on tour at the moment with a tour called Late Bloomer. And we went out for a lovely meal before the show, and then we had a really good laugh at the show. So before we went to dinner, my elder sister and I went to Selfmade in the Oslo city centre. So I have bought a few bits and pieces. I was very restrained because I knew I had to lug you know, that bag with me for the rest of the day and the show. So I did, you know, I did remember that actually when I was in there. So I only picked up a few bits and pieces and I thought I'll show you those first. So this is the bag. The only thing I've taken out is the tea that I got. They have like a couple of really fancy tea shops in Oslo, and you know, I usually indulge in a bit of fancy tea when I'm there. So first of all, I bought this sort of raspberry red viscose, and this is 100% viscose, and I got 3 meters. I have bought this viscose before and I made a sort of hack of the Wilder gown in that every time I wear that dress I get compliments on it, and I really do like it, but I need to, when I make that dress again, I need to make a few adjustments. So I need to sort of either make it to shorten the sort of the upper part of the bodice to make it through like empire line, or I need to lengthen it so that it hits me on the natural waist, because as it is, it's sort of in between, which is a bit weird. Yeah, and I don't want to make this into a new Wilder gown, but I really want to make a new Davenport. So this is one of the contenders for that. So I got 3 meters. This is going to be a dress of some sort, and I really like the color. And I've heard that red is in this year, so I'll be fashionable too. The other thing that I bought, the other fabric, is this one. This is also 100% viscose. And even though the sort of oatmeal-y color that's in between the blue isn't really in my color chart, and it's not a great color for me, I think I could get away with it because there's so much blue. And this is just such a lovely blue. And I also got 3 meters of this. So if there's enough, because this is a bit narrower than the other one, so if I have enough, I think this will probably be my new Davenport, and I'll use the red for some other dress. If not, then I'll use this for something like a really nice shirt dress or something. And then the other one will be my new Davenport. So yeah. I also got a little pre-cut of ribbing. The other things that I got was just haberdashery. But I got, sorry about the rustling. First of all, I got some bias tape. I'm going to make another Fiber Mood Oriana from white cotton, and I already cut that out. And I thought this could work as a sort of, instead of hemming the sleeves, that I can use this for that. So that was cute. I also got some new bobbin. And I got 2 of these. These are buttons. This one is sort of a shell. That's a pretty good rendition right there. And I really like these. They're sort of neutral, but still a little bit of extra. And then I just got some regular white shirt buttons right here. So yeah, that was it from Selfmade. Okay, and now for the Happy Mail. This arrived this week. I never had purchased anything from her before. I've watched her on YouTube for a long time, and Instagram, etc. But I never bought anything before now. But first of all, I bought these little jeans. You can't really see it there. It says made by me. So it's a little like leather patch that I'm going to use on a pair of jeans or shorts. And then I felt like this was so much fun. It's a bit more yellowy than I had expected, but because I thought it was more like white on the back. But there are like multicolored buttons on this one, and I thought that was really lovely. I also bought more of the bias tape that we got in our advent calendar. It says make today all about you. And I really like the color, I like the message and everything. And I used this entire package that I got in my advent calendar for my Oriana shirt. So yeah. Then I really like this measuring tape with hearts on it. They did have that in white and in black. And even though, I mean, I really love this, I kind of wish that I would have gotten the other one too. So, well, you never learn. And then finally, I got this one, which is like a navy blue with planets on it. And I just thought that was so fun. So that was my little haul from the Specky Seamstress. I really love her bias tape. It was so easy to use, and it makes just this little extra pop in my mix. Then, at long last, I got something I ordered from Beyond the Pink Door weeks and weeks ago. And let me just say, this was not, Andrea's fault at all. She sent it out like quickly, and it took 5 days to arrive in Oslo. And this was bought, my first purchase after she moved to the UK. So actually it's a bit cheaper, the shipping now, so yay. And it arrived in Oslo after 5 days, which is fine. And then for the past 3 weeks, that parcel has been either stuck or traveling around in Norway. Yeah, but it turned out they had some sort of problem with the systems or whatever. So, but it is here, which is the main point. This is it. It's a cotton from Nerida Hansen, and I got 2 meters, I think. And it is the most lightweight, silky, soft cotton you can imagine. And I just needed this print because I loved it so much. I'm not sure what I'm going to make with it. I don't think I have enough to make like a real dress or anything, because I don't think it's it's a bit narrower, I think. Oh, maybe not. Yes, it is. So it's like 1.5 meters. That's probably quite usual. But it is so soft and lovely. It's called Millennial Summer by Nerida Hansen. And I don't think I have enough to make a full like dress, but I think it would be glorious in some sort of shirt. Finally, this is going to be a long video. Okay. And then the final thing I'm going to show you before I give you a glance of what I've been making is my prize from So Frugal. I did win 2 prizes. I felt so lucky in So Frugal this year. And one of them was a pattern from the wonderful Adam Sews. I won. My other prize was a haberdashery a gift from B&M Fabrics. And I got in touch with them and they asked me to give them my address, and I did, and then quiet. After a little while, Ruan, the lovely Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl, contacted me. She was one of the organizers behind So Frugal. And she said that they hadn't intended to send it internationally. So they had sent the prize to Ruan and then she passed it on to me. And she also said that she had added a few things into that package. I don't know what was in the original plan from B&M Fabrics, and I don't know which items Ruan very kindly added. I mean, seriously, she's so generous. And that package arrived yesterday. And I'm so happy. I did offer to pay the shipping, etc. for Ruan, but she wouldn't hear of it, so, you know. But I'm going to show you what was in my gift. So, sorry again for any rustling here. I got a new pair of scissors, and it's not in its package anymore because I've already used it. So a pair of good fabric scissors, can't go wrong with that. I also got this little wrist pin cushion, and that's such a good gift because I actually don't have one of those, and it's so useful in, you know, making something for other people, or yeah. So this is going to come in so handy. I also got a little keychain with a pair of scissors on it. That's so cute. And I got some really lovely little buttons with sewing machines on them in various colors. So cute. I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but they will get used, definitely. I also got a new pencil. This says, "I'm an avid seamstress." Always very useful for making notes, etc. I also got something that I've been thinking about buying, and that is erasable fabric pens. And I actually don't have that because I only have like tailor's chalk. And I also have those kind of Frickson pens, you know, but I am a little wary of using them because they actually don't come off always in all kind of fabrics. So this, perfect. And I mean, you would think that read my mind because the last thing that I got is pattern paper. And I'm all out. And they didn't have it in my local fabric store. So this is just perfect. And then I got the little card from Ruan with a little lovely message inside. And you know, I'm not going to be a philosopher here, but sometimes it doesn't really take a lot to make someone else really, really happy. But with all these things that I've received now through the mail, I'm like popping out of my skin because I'm so happy about this. And I felt like a superstar getting a card from the lovely Ruan. So thank you, Ruan. Okay, before this goes on into eternity, I'm going to quickly show you what I made, but I need to get them. Hang on. Okay, so a quick look at what I've been making. As some of you may know, I play in a band and I have to wear a uniform. That's probably one of the least flattering items of clothing I have in my wardrobe, but you know, there it is. But the problem is that these shirts that come with that uniform, they are very, very clearly made for men. So very boxy and very long. So if it's going to go over my chest, I need a size like 42 or something like that. Ridiculous. And then of course it like falls down to my mid thigh because they're just not made for women. They're also made in a cotton polyester blend, which is frankly a very bad idea. So I did actually make a little new uniform shirt. I mean, obviously this is not the way to do it. I know that, but since I always wear the jacket over it anyway, I'm thinking I might get away with it. So this is my sort of attempt to make a new uniform shirt in a pure cotton. And this actually fits me, which is, you know, a good idea. I used the pattern for the Saraste shirt. That's from the Named Clothing Breaking the Pattern book. I obviously omitted the little openings up here and I had to make like epaulets. Never done that before. There we are. So I traced this off my existing shirt. I also did pockets that are the same size and shape as my existing uniform shirt. And then because this is a pattern made for women, this has princess seams. So yeah, this is going to fit me a lot better. Then I just made it short sleeved and, you know, so I can fold it up so it looks like a uniform shirt. So yeah. I said in my spring and summer plans part 1 that I wanted to make the Friday Pattern Company Saturday skirt set. I've made 2 of the skirts already, love them, but I hadn't made the top. And before I cut into any like fancy fabric, I used the remnants of this viscose linen. It's really, really soft and lovely. This is from Selfmade, by the way. That I've had in my stash for a while, and I made the top. And I'm really, really glad that I didn't use any fancy fabric. The pattern is fine. It fits me lovely. The instructions are brilliant, as they always are with Friday Pattern Company and everything. It's fine. It just doesn't suit me all that well. The thing is, I should have, I mean, I sort of knew that already because, I mean, crop tops, not my deal anymore, you know? And so therefore the tying in the front, that was never going to be a thing for me. So I always intended it to be tied in the back. And that works and it fits me and it's fine. But actually I had forgotten how irritating it is to have something sticking into your back. It's fine while I'm walking and everything, but I was just driving to the store on Saturday last, and that kept bugging me that I had like a big knot in my back when I was sitting in my car, and I thought, yeah, this is not going to be working. So, but I'm not going to give it away. I'm not going to change it or anything. I actually have a little label inside too. It says Courage, Dear Heart, and it's from Intensely Distracted. And if I remember correctly, this is from Narnia. So yeah, I mean, I really like it, even though I have the issue with how to tie it and everything. But I think that it will work fine when I use it on top of dresses. So I'm just going to use it on top of like strappy dresses and everything, and then it'll be fine. Because then I can also tie it in the front. So yeah. The final thing that I made, see the colors. I said in my plans video part 2 that I want to make a pair of linen trousers, wide leg linen trousers that kind of resembles a pair that I had in my youth. And I wanted to make the Protea pants by Paradise Patterns, but instead of having the zip in the front, I would make a side zip, because I think sometimes it's sort of nice to have really a pair of flat fronted trousers. So I just made the Protea trousers, but I did a side zip instead, and I omitted the pockets and everything. I don't really use the pockets on the Protea anyway, because I'm pear-shaped, they kind of tend to peek out a little bit. I've also lowered the rise on the Protea for the last couple of pairs that I've made, and that's just because they are extremely high-waisted. Even on me, and I'm quite like long in the waist, so yeah. But I made this little pair. This is a linen viscose from Selfmade, and it's coarse linen, it says on the label, and that actually it feels a little bit itchy on the inside, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I mean, I need to tuck in a vest top or something in them. And I used a little label also from, whoops, oh, I can now see that it's totally wonky. Oh, okay. As that says ironing is overrated. And yeah, here they are. So yeah, I think I'm going to sort of, I'm going to add, my goodness, what's the word? Belt loops. It must be the heat, guys. I'll add belt loops to it and wear it for a little while, and then it will, as linen usually does, sort of molds to your body over time. Whew, that was it. I've been going on for far too long, and I really want to get back out into the sun. I hope you've had a lovely week and that you'll have a great weekend. And if you feel like subscribing or liking this video, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any comments, if you have questions, please leave them down below and I'll make sure to answer them. Bye.